We have today with us Candace Wilson. Many of you have seen her. She got to get baptized not too long ago. Her son also was baptized back on Easter. Good to have you with us today, Alex. So Candace has not too long ago had a career change. And could you tell us about that?
Oh, you want me to speak into this?
You do. You get to speak into the mic and everything. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yay. So I started in March at the Mercer County House of Hope. I am a house manager there.
Very cool. When did you start that?
March.
Very cool. And also, I'm going to take the opportunity to tell about another job that she just accepted the position at.
Yeah, I have changed. I used to work in telecommunications and I kind of switched, yes, but I also accepted the position as teacher's aide at Graceland Preschool.
Yeah, so we got another, very exciting. Hannah did an awesome job wherever she's at, yes. But with the coming baby, that would be a little hard this year. So Candace is taking that on, so very excited for that too. So, but today we're talking specifically about the House of Hope position. So, where is the House of Hope located and what is their mission?
The House of Hope is located we actually have two houses, a male house and a female house, and it's on Mud Pike in Salina.
Very cool. And what is their mission?
That I didn't memorize, so I had it on my...
You're good. I wrote down my notes too.
Because they do have like a mission statement, and of course
And you can just put it in your own words too. You don't need to give...
Oh, okay. Basically it's a Jesus-centered recovery home to help people through their recovery and lead them to faith.
Mm-hmm. And you work with a lot of people coming out of jail, but then also people who just are without a home in the room too.
We do have some residents that come straight from jail or straight from prison, or from other like detox or rehab facilities, because we are not a rehab. I think that's where a lot of confusion gets sometimes within the community. We are a sober living facility, but there are, obviously rules and structure to the houses.
Mm-hmm. And how are they funded?
We are funded through the community and through grants.
Awesome. Yeah. So when and how did the House of Hope get started?
So what I was told is, Bruce Swanger is the president, and he was working with a local pastor with some, he was doing a few things with the Call Ministries, and it was the end of fall in 2013, and he said that he was going to have to find a new project, and somebody had suggested that he looks into the heroin problem that was in Mercer County. And then the House of Hope opened. The first house opened in 2014.
Awesome. How many people would you say, do you have any idea of how many they've served? I know that wasn't one of our questions.
Well over 120, 150.
That's awesome. Very cool. How many employees do they have and right now?
There's three. There is the executive director, and then there is a male house manager who is Cody Boniface, and then myself, and our executive director is Roberta Boniface.
Gotcha. And how many average residents then are you taking care of?
Oh, that changes. But I believe we have 7 right now, but it always changes. Each house can hold 8.
Okay, so up to potential of 16 then.
Yep.
Yeah. Very cool. What are some of your responsibilities what are some of the things you do?
So when we get a new resident in, I help them, acclimate to the house. We do drug testing. A lot of it is helping them throughout the process, because the program is 5 phases, and it's an 8-month program. So each phase you get more like responsibility and freedom. So we help guide them in the right direction as to, because a lot of the residents, have no one, no support, or, don't necessarily know how to handle their emotions or feelings being sober. So we help guide them in the right direction for that. I just make sure they're attending their meetings, and a requirement is they attend church every Sunday and a Bible study every Wednesday. So I just make sure that they're doing that and guide them in the right direction. We help them find a job, we help them open bank accounts, and help them manage their money and things like that.
That's awesome. Yeah. I know you can't obviously give names and stuff, but are there any stories and stuff that, in a very general sense, that you could share with us of successes?
I have had quite a few people reach out to me, like on social media, because they know that I work there. And even if I don't necessarily get them into the House of Hope, I can guide them in the right direction as to where to go for rehab. I've helped quite a few people get into rehab services. There was a gentleman who messaged me, and he said that a young guy was sleeping on a post office floor, and he just needed him to get some help. So I guided him to Woodhaven in Dayton and helped him along the process there to get him accepted there. And I explained that, he might not, you have to fill out an application and everything for the House of Hope. So, but at least he was not homeless. He was not using, he was not in active addiction at that point. So.
That's awesome. What are your requirements for even getting into the House of Hope then, in addition to the application?
You have to have at least 30 days of sobriety and clean time. And then what's the word I'm looking for? I'm sorry, my brain's frying because I'm so nervous.
You're fine, you're doing good.
No violent crimes charges against
Gotcha.
you.
Yeah, got to
Yeah.
be a safe environment for everybody.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Do you mind sharing a little bit about your testimony and some of the things that you've been through?
Sure. Well, a lot of you know about obviously the fire that we had in December. But previous to that, I struggled myself with alcoholism, and I was never in any legal trouble. Not that that makes it okay by any means, but I just decided one day that I didn't want to live like that. So I put myself into a rehab facility, and I, kept my job, and thankfully I was able to keep my job and my kids and everything. I just didn't want to live like that anymore. So I put myself in rehab, and on December 8th, I'll have 3 years of sobriety. So
That's awesome. And what about your journey with Christ? How has that looked over the years?
I've always believed in the Lord. I never really had a relationship with him. Last summer, I injured my shoulder, and I just wasn't working. So I don't know why that's an excuse to start going to church, but hey. So I started going to church with my daughter, and I started going pretty regularly. And then the fire happened. And at that point, so my 2 years was on December 8th, and the fire was on December 15th. So after the fire, what's crazy is that I had every intention that night of staying at my house. I was arguing with my son. He's over there smirking right now. I was arguing with my son about staying because it was late at night and I just wanted to go to bed. We had lost power in the front of the house. And I was like, I'm just going to bed. But he was throwing a fit about not being able to charge his cell phone. Teenagers.
Priorities.
Yeah, priorities, right, as a teenager. So my mom actually came and picked him up because I can't drive in the dark. I have night vision's awful. So she came and picked him up. And when, actually it was my stepdad, but when he was on his way, Alex seriously harassed me. Mom, please come with me. Mom, please come with me. I'm like, I am tired. I do not want to leave the house. It was like 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. So for some reason, I just like flipped on him. I'm like, fine, I'll go, Alex. Which is a good thing that I did because the fire started in my bedroom in the attic. So the next day when the fire marshal was out there, he had told my mom that had I not left, he would be having a completely different conversation with her because it was hot and it was fast. But we did lose 2 dogs and my car. But in all of that, my options were to either fall headfirst into my faith or go back, to drinking. And I was like, that is not an option. I was not going to give up my 2 years of sobriety for anything. So I started praying more, started actually reading the Bible, looking things up. I ended up switching churches and started coming here. And then Alex got baptized on Easter. Any chance that I could get to find anything church related, I was jumping into just because I wanted to know what it was like to have a relationship with the Lord. And I can definitely say that I have a great one now, and he is most definitely my best friend, and I talk to him. I'm sure he probably gets tired of hearing from me, but that's okay because he knows all, he sees all, and I've definitely changed a lot from that. From in the last, it's been 7 months. So I've changed everything about myself. Anybody who knows me personally has said how much I've changed. Even Alex, I don't cuss anymore. I only listen to worship music. I was telling some of our residents even not long ago that your ears and your eyes are the windows to your soul. So what you watch and what you listen to is important. And I was explaining, how that helped guide me because I was such a negative person. And it was poor me, poor this, poor that, and my relationship with the Lord has really helped me realize that I'm hardly negative at all anymore. I find the positive in anything. If my whole world came crashing down when that fire happened, and somehow I found the positive part of it. At least I was alive. At least my son was alive. And it made us grow, both of us actually grow much closer to the Lord, and for that I'm forever thankful.
That's awesome. Thanks, Candace. Well, yeah, you're fine. What are the biggest ways we could be supporting you and your family and supporting the House of Hope and their mission?
I wasn't ready for that question, Peter. That wasn't one
Yeah,
on the
sorry,
list.
that wasn't on one of the. Anybody who knows
You're
me, I
gonna
don't
make
stick
me
the list
think.
very well.
I was like, can I have a list of questions so I'm
I
prepared?
got most of them to her.
Right now, Alex and I are doing really well. I appreciate your guidance with him through all the, the fire stuff. You reached out a lot and helped guide him when that first happened, so I appreciate that. I'm just trying to make him, I woke him up like 3 times this morning. I'm like, you're going to church. You're going to church. Church is no longer an option. I did tell him that. I said church on Wednesdays and Sundays are no longer an option. I used to, argue with him about getting up, but now I told him I will pull him out by his feet and bring him in his pajamas if I have to. So if you ever see him in his pajamas, know that we argued beforehand. But he will be here, even if he's in pajama pants and a t-shirt. And if he's not here, then you might be a little bit worried because he's coming. But just any type of, yeah, I don't know. I love that kid so much. But, really just, I feel like the church has already helped a lot, guide us. That's more what I've always, not always, but recently been worried about is his relationship with the Lord. And I've kind of been lenient on him, hoping he would do it on his own, but now I'm forcing it.
It's always a challenge,
Yeah,
especially in those
teenagers.
Yeah.
And with the House of Hope, we accept any and all type of donations. Like if you're going through your clothes and you're gonna give it away or whatever, we take donations, men's and women's clothes, shoes, basically anything, household items, all of that is built off of donations. I know that the Lake Fest pageant did a donation thing for them and got a bunch of like personal care hygiene items. So anything like that, that's all comes from donations from the community. Because sometimes we get residents in that, come straight from jail or prison and they don't have anything. So, obviously if they absolutely need stuff, obviously we take them shopping and we take them grocery shopping and stuff like that. But we are definitely a nonprofit and everything is guided through the community.
That's awesome. Yeah. Any specific prayers right now, a specific way we can be praying for the House of Hope?
Just really the residents. I feel like when they first come in, they struggle more because the first 30 days is pretty like you don't leave the house unless you're going to church or with a house manager somewhere or with a sponsor, because we're trying to get them focused on themselves. No phones. We do have a house phone, obviously, but like no social media, stuff like that. So I feel like I always find myself praying more I always pray for them, but praying more for them as they come in and they're new and they're struggling. So, we do have a few new residents right now that could use some prayers.
Okay, absolutely. That's awesome. Anything else in general that you wanted to share about?
No, I'm good.
She is talked out. She'll enjoy that Sunday afternoon nap.
I'm not a super people person, so putting me on the spot like this, I'm sweating.
Well, we really appreciate your willingness to come up here and share with us and everything. And a lot of the reason we do this is because many of us don't know about the things in our own community that go on and the different opportunities to help and serve. So if you want to talk to her any more about it, throw her out there and you can corner her maybe on a different Sunday.
Oh, no, cornering me is fine. It's just a group of people.
The group is a lot, yeah.
One or two people can corner me, sure, that's fine.
Well, there you go. You got permission now. So, but thanks a lot for sharing with us. I'm really excited that you're here at our church and that you're going to be helping out with the preschool too. That is very exciting. So let's go ahead and pray for Candace and we'll continue on. Dear Lord, I just lift Candace up to you. Thank you so much for bringing her to this church and for how you have just worked in her life and even through tragedy been guiding her and bringing her along and now allowing her to work in this job that she absolutely loves and help out with the preschool and everything. I just pray that you continue to bless her, fill her with your spirit, give her wisdom in both of her jobs, and just help her as she guides the residents closer to you and helps them to recover and rebuild their lives. Pray that you would bless Candace and Alex and their family and just continue to look after them and keep them safe. In Jesus' name I pray all these things. Amen. All right. Thanks, Candace.
Thank you.